Officer encountered the subject who refused several verbal commands to drop his gun.
Right now, police investigating after officers kill an armed man in Milwaukee. What we know this morning.
The sizzle is on as we flip our calendar into June. We're breaking down the pattern, how it's changing, and what you can do to prepare.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday, June 1st. We hope you had a great long weekend. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Leah Lynchai.
And I'm Chris Stanford. Police continue this morning to look for answers after a 49-year-old man was shot dead by Milwaukee police.
Officers arrived on scene to a man refusing to put his gun down, firing shots from his porch at a home on the city's south side. That's when an officer shot and killed him. The officer has about 6 years of experience with the department.
He was placed on administrative duty as it's routine in an officer-involved shooting. This is an ongoing investigation.
We do not know the victim's name at this hour. Waukesha police are now taking over the investigation.
We have breaking news overnight from a crash that was reported near Evansville. That crash killed 2 people. Investigators say it happened when a Chevy Trailblazer failed to stop at a stop sign and hit a Chevy Silverado. One of the victims died at the scene, the other at a hospital. 5 others were sent to the hospital for injuries. State Patrol closed down a portion of Highway 14 between Janesville and Evansville around 4:30. That section of the road was closed for about 6.5 hours. It is back open this morning. The investigation, though, continues.
Happening today, the new Monona police chief will be sworn in. Chief Brian Cheney Austin will take an oath at 9 a.m. at the Monona Public Library. Austin has worked in law enforcement for 19 years. He was most recently the captain of police for traffic and specialized services with the Madison Police Department.
Hey, the 2021 hurricane season now underway, and experts say it looks like it may be a busy year. The season runs until the end of November. NOAA's Climate Prediction Center is forecasting a 60% chance for an above normal season. Meteorologist Chris Reese, what do you think of that?
Well, you know, we've seen a named storm already at this point of the year. So we're starting out above normal already. This is the 7th year in a row we've seen a named storm before the official start of hurricane season.
All right. What about our first warn forecast here in Madison?
Things are all quiet. We have a little bit of fog. It's been isolated, so not everyone is seeing the fog in spots, but nonetheless, it's blocking our camera right now. Aside of that, we do have the sun that is shining. We're going to see more sunshine throughout the day, but we're starting out comfortable. Double nickels, 55 degrees, our temperature right now in Madison. Some of us are still into the 40s this morning, but we're all starting to warm up. Janesville now at 54, Monroe at 55. Good morning to you guys down in Monroe. Good morning to Platteville. You're at 52. Basketball at 47. Good morning to our friends at Basketball as well. When you plan out your day, temperatures are going to warm up to about 77 this afternoon. Again, that comes with sunshine and low humidity. You're going to want to soak this up because some big changes are on the way. We're already above average with our normal high being 74, but by the time we get you towards the weekend, we're talking 90-degree heat and a real summer-like humidity. It's going to make it feel closer to 100 degrees at times. With this in mind, you want to start preparing for the heat. Start thinking about, making sure you're double checking the car if you're taking your child out to daycare and things like that. Here's our overall upper air pattern. It's this ridge of heat moving our direction, and it's really going to impact the Midwest and the northern plains. With that being said, most of our rain chances are going to be much further towards our north or further towards our south. The rain chances are going to be hard pressed to be right on top of us. Our best rain chance in the short term is tomorrow. And even still, that's a slight rain chance. Most of those shower and thunderstorm chances are going to miss us throughout tomorrow. You see a little bit towards the north throughout parts of the week, but already I've taken you through Sunday, and we're mainly dry. Very few rain chances existed throughout southern Wisconsin. Watch what happens, though, into next week. Those shower chances try to creep up from the south. We start to move towards Monday night into Tuesday, Wednesday next week. Our rain chances become a little bit more widespread, but otherwise we are dry out there this morning. Temperatures are all comfortable. Headed out the door, take the sunglasses. You don't need the umbrella today. You can leave that jacket at home. I expect road conditions to be pretty fantastic for us as well. 72 by lunchtime. We are topping out at 77 later on this afternoon, and you see the cloud cover moving in here or there with those isolated shower chances into tomorrow. For your Thursday, the 80s are back. There's the 90s for the weekend, coming with full sun, and you see those rain chances that are breaking down into early next week. We're going to watch it closely, but for now, it's a real dry stretch, as if we haven't had several of those so far this year. But this time, it's one that's going to taste and feel like summer.
Do you think we're going to see the humidity crank up, what, Friday?
Yes, humidity starts to crank up Thursday this week, but it's really going to increase probably Saturday into Sunday.
Whew. All right, Mr. Reese, thank you very much. 6:04 now to our coronavirus headlines. More than half of the country has at least one vaccine dose now, so health experts are finding new ways to reach the rest of those in need. Over the holiday weekend, mobile clinics were set up on crowded beaches. Officials in New York and Chicago went around the sand offering up doses.
I actually had an appointment 2 weeks from now to get it, and I'm like, why wait when I can just get it now? At the beach? Instead of at the hospital?
Pretty good strategy. Meanwhile, the World Health Organization is assigning new labels to different COVID variants. The goal here to help take away some of the negative stigma surrounding them. They're now being assigned by the Greek alphabet instead of the country where they were first detected.
If you're unvaccinated, under the age of 12, or you have underlying conditions, public health recommends you keep wearing your mask. They also say that even though the orders are set to end, that happens tomorrow, there will still be opportunities to get tested and vaccinated. If you're still looking for a vaccine, you can find one at the News 3 Now studios this week or Lake Farm County Park. This Thursday, we're partnering up once again with SSM Health for our second vaccine day. Anyone who attended our first clinic will get their second shot. We'll also have Johnson & Johnson doses available and the first dose Pfizer vaccine to anyone eligible.
After being shut out for 20 months, the Madison Mallards are back to baseball. They opened the season last night, beating the Lakeshore Chinooks 7-2. The Mallards play again tonight at 6:05. That game will still be held at 30% capacity, but the county's restrictions end Wednesday, so the Duck Pond will then go back to full capacity for Friday night's game and beyond.
We're about the fun stuff. We're about the bringing people and family and friends and businesses together, and I hope that when they get out here, they don't think about COVID. They don't think about the challenges that they've had in the last year. They think about having a great time and creating some fun memories with their family and friends.
Now, the Mallards say they surveyed fans who say they're ready to get back to gathering normally in the stands, but tickets for more distance seating will still be available this season.
Got some baseball weather in the forecast, too, so that should help things out.
Oh, yeah.
Check this out. A plane making an emergency landing on a freeway last night in California. A student pilot and his instructor were on board. They're okay. The pilot had made contact with air traffic controllers about some sort of an emergency prior to the landing.
Pretty amazing. No one else was hurt there.
Hey, that's some heads-up piloting to be able to land it on the highway.
Impressive.
Couldn't imagine.
6:07 now. Coming up, Consumer Reports with some new technology to save lives.
And as many of us get ready to hit the beach or the lake this summer, I'm going to have a little bit more on some of the habits we might want to change when it comes to safety in the sun. I'm Josh Ryder, live in the 608 when we come back.
Herzing University empowers you to earn the skills you need for all kinds of healthcare careers. Right now, we'll even waive your enrollment fee. Your nation needs healthcare workers. Join the movement at Herzing University. Call or click today.
Savor the goodness of Kemp's Simply Crafted ice cream. No artificial flavors, just a little magic in every scoop. Kemp's, good comes around. Now in sandwiches and pints.
Your pipes need to loosen up. Your furnace needs to chill out. No more Freon for your AC. You don't need a working ceiling fan. Nothing can stop me from causing problems in your home. Oh no, the homeowner's called Action Man and his action team.
That's right, Pesky. Your problems are plunged.
Call on Action Plumbing, Heating, and Electric at iwantactionnow.com. Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-914-7929. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk to call. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. We'll even show you how to use your stimulus money to jumpstart our services and get you debt-free faster than you ever thought possible. Call Credit Associates now to see how much you could save for free. Call 1-800-914-7929.
If a nurse is what you want to be, let Herzing University make it possible in lots of different ways. We'll even waive your enrollment fee. Be exactly the nurse you want to be. I'm possible at Herzing. Call or click today.
New technology could save a child from dying in a hot car.
Consumer Reports explains how it works and what every parent needs to do in the meantime before it's widely available. It's a surprising and sad statistic reported year after year. On average, it's estimated 38 children die in hot cars every year.
Children aren't able to efficiently regulate their own body temperature, and their bodies can heat up 3 to 5 times faster than in adults.
Simply put, it's never safe to leave a child unattended in a vehicle, even if it doesn't feel particularly warm, you're parked in the shade, or you've cracked a window. And soon, new technology could remind parents if they leave behind a child or a pet in the car. Federal regulators cleared the way for car manufacturers to install highly sensitive in-car radar systems that can monitor for children left in the car and alert the driver to take action.
More than just providing parents with a reminder to check the back seat, this new technology could actually detect an occupant.
Some cars are already equipped with systems that can remind drivers to check the back seat, but those systems don't account for every scenario, which is why it's important for parents to always remember to check.
Even if your child is not with you, you should create a habit of putting a personal item in the back seat, like your laptop or your phone. This forces you to visit the back seat after every trip.
It can also help to put one of your child's items in the front seat, like their backpack or jacket. Set up an agreement with daycares or preschools to give you a call if your child doesn't arrive on a day they're expected to. And if you see a child in a locked car, call 911 to get them out immediately.
Happening today, President Biden will be in Tulsa, Oklahoma, as people continue to recognize the Tulsa Race Massacre on its 100th anniversary. Historians say as many as 300 black people were killed on May 31st, 1921. President Biden issued a proclamation yesterday calling for a day of remembrance for those killed in the massacre. And a new prayer was introduced in the city outside of the historic Vernon African Church.
6:12 now. Take a look at this amazing drone footage out of Iceland. This volcano clearly in the process of erupting. A YouTuber took his drone this close. Look at that, just hovering above the lava to catch this video. You can watch this drone. It's going to crash right into the lava right here. Stunning imagery, really mesmerizing to watch. We looked this up. This volcano started erupting back in March. It's been going for a couple of months now. It's the first time it's erupted in 700 years. They think it could continue to erupt for decades to come. So I'm hoping we get a couple more videos like this, Chris, to check out. Just beautiful video.
Decades to come.
Decades to come.
Decades to come.
Could
That's
stick around
wild
for a while.
When you think about a volcano eruption at this point.
It's insane. Now, okay, we don't have any lava in Wisconsin, but we do have some hot temperatures headed our way.
Yeah, and I want to pull this graphic out. You just talked about the statistic where on average about 38 kids each year die in hot cars. And this week, we're really going to start warming things up. Tomorrow, our temperature is going to be right around 80 degrees. Well, after 10 minutes, the inside of your car at 80-degree temperatures is right around 99 degrees. 20 minutes, you're at 109. And then by 30 minutes, -114. After an hour, your car is heated up to more than 120 degrees. And again, this is when the outdoor temperature is around 80. That's going to come our direction tomorrow. Our average high is 74 for this time of the year. We're talking temperatures that are going to be above average, likely for the next couple of weeks. And we could see our first 90s as we move into the weekend. So we're now moving into that time of the year that when it comes to kids in a hot car, you really want to make sure that you're on the lookout. We're really going to start warming things up, and rain chances are going to be on the lower side as well. Tomorrow, we could see a stray storm throughout the eastern parts of Wisconsin. Into your Thursday, it's the Northwoods that have the best chance of a stray storm. Otherwise, we're generally going to be dry as well. We're dry out there now, 55 degrees. We have our sunshine. Some of us are waking up into the 40s, but as you plan out your day, we'll be warming up to 77 this afternoon. And then again, it's 79 tomorrow, 83 as we start to work your way on into Thursday. Traffic-wise, so far, no major issues. Of course, we do have that exit ramp closed on the eastbound belt line at Monona Drive, but beyond that, all the routes are looking fairly smooth. Even coming in from Portage down towards Madison, you're not running into any issues as of now.
Looks good. Thank you, Chris. All right, many folks are kicking off their summer vacations in the 608.
And with more people spending time in the sun, there are some important reminders from local doctors.
Josh Sprider is live at Esther Park Beach this morning with more. Good morning, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. It is that time of year, of course, we here in Wisconsin live for. Some fun in the sun, but there are a lot of dangers when it comes to not taking care of your body, and the most common is skin damage done during the summer months. So I got my skin checked to see what sorts of things we should be looking out for. We're here at UW Health's West Clinic today to do a skin check, and this morning Dr. Apple-Bodemer, a dermatologist here, is going to run us through a little bit about how this works, and it's a pretty easy process for you guys.
Yeah, it's pretty routine. We do a lot of these every day, looking for skin cancer, hoping that we catch things early, because the earlier we catch something, the much better outcomes we can have, regardless of the type of skin cancer we're looking for or find.
Yeah, and we're going into summer months now, which is a important time for us really to make sure we're taking care of our skin outside.
UV radiation exposure is the single most powerful modifiable risk factor that we know exists when it comes to prevention of skin cancer.
So how does a check work exactly for you guys?
Well, we usually start asking some questions because I want to know a little bit about your history. I want to know a little bit about your past, whether you've used tanning beds or not, family history. Blistering sunburns is another key thing that we ask for because that just gives me an idea about what kind of risks you've had in the past. So we'll just jump right in and I'll start taking a look. I like to look at people from head to toe. Okay. So I'll usually start looking through your scalp. Any personal history of skin cancer or precancer spots?
Nope.
You have a lot of sun damage here on your shoulders, which is pretty common, especially for somebody that likes to be outside. They all look really normal. There's a lot of normal looking moles. They're kind of light brown to medium color brown, all very round and symmetric.
So as far as the moles go, when is it dangerous when they turn? Is it black that you're kind of looking for, or what's the color?
I'm looking for what stands out as different from everything else kind of going on with your skin. We do use some guidelines about size and is it evenly bordered or are there lobules coming off of it? Lobules are bad. Something that's evenly bordered and symmetric, those are all good signs. You've got a nice little very normal looking mole, a couple of them on your hands, and I always just point those out just so you're aware, because we really want to have people develop their own kind of sense of what's normal for me and what kind of moles does my body make so that they can pick up on something that's new or changing even quicker than if you're coming in to see a dermatologist. So right now I'm checking to feel for precancerous spots, and these feel like kind of sandpaper on the skin. And those are called actinic keratoses. And those are precancerous, but they're low risk. You don't have any at this point. That is something that could happen over the years. And if they're just rough and scaly, sometimes they'll come and go in the beginning, and then they might come and stay. Once they get thicker, we start to get more concerned. And certainly anything that's painful, tender, or bleeding without you picking at it or messing with it, those are big clues that there's something else going on.
A lot of great information there. Of course, you know, we have these safety tips in mind, and a lot of them are repeated over and over. But remember, we need to have the hat on properly, a brimmed hat. I've got this hat to protect my face, and of course the sunscreen out here. I've got some for my body and also some for my face, because my face usually gets a little irritated with some of the normal stuff. But this is stuff we say over and over, guys, but a lot of times we still don't learn from our lessons. And tomorrow morning, we're going to hear from a local woman. She battled invasive malignant myeloma. That was stage 3 a few years ago. We're going to hear from her tomorrow morning on why she says to take care of your skin now while you can before it means bad news in the long run, guys. And of course, with a forecast like this that Chris Reese has in store this week, a lot of people are going to be out in the sun. We need to remember that safety if we want to have good skin and if we want to be cancer-free for the rest of our life.
Yeah, there are so many cautionary tales out there. I'm curious, Josh, how long does that whole process take to get screened?
You know, I think I was in there, you know, maybe about 5-10 minutes is
That's it, huh?
For us, obviously, yeah, it was pretty quick. And we were obviously asking more questions than the normal person would be, but it was super simple. You know, she recommends getting checked, you know, 1-2 times a year if you can. It was super simple. You're in and out of there. And it could mean, you know, some good news for you down the line. And obviously, this was my first skin check. I'm almost 28 years old. Right away, she was like, oh, you've never gotten your skin checked before. And that was kind of which kind of gave me a little bit of a fright at the beginning of it. But now I feel so much better that I got that done, so I definitely recommend it.
All right. Relieved Josh Sprider. You know, and all it took was 5 or 10 minutes. Really good information this morning, and at a time when everybody is ready to get out there and enjoy the sun with weather like we've got in the forecast. Thanks, Josh.
Good reminder at this time of year. Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out to him on social media or that email address right there on your screen.
Coming up, the cake that's bringing back a not-so-great memory from our childhood.
And ahead in our next half hour, Pride Month begins today. How the state is celebrating. Stay with us.
With a nursing degree, helping others went from a job to a career.
You've been counting the days, weeks, months, just waiting.
Because the Memorial Day Super Sale at Denver Mattress has been extended. Right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out the Summit Firm for only $199.99. Or save up to $500 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and get a free $300 gift. Plus, 7 years no interest and free shipping. Hurry, the extended Memorial Day Super Sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
Your parents spent years taking care of you, but as the years go by, it becomes your turn to take care of them. This might mean trusting a nursing home, which promises to care for them as cherished loved ones. But if the nursing home you've chosen is not keeping their promise, we can help. If your parents have been injured in a nursing home, call Habish, Habish & Rotier. We fight for what's right.
Attic Angel Community has earned a reputation as the one and only. But what's so memorable to the people who live here?
It's good local heart.
Interesting friends.
The view from my window.
Continuing education.
The food.
The amazing art studio.
Happy hour.
There are many reasons to love Attic Angel Community, but there's just one Attic Angel.
There's been much debate about the Mona Lisa smile. Would it have been bigger and brighter if she'd had good dental care? Maybe if Physicians Mutual Insurance Company had been around back then, it'd be a different story. She could have gone to the dentist more, knowing she'd have help paying the bills. And those regular checkups might have found early signs of tooth decay or gum disease, costly problems that could keep anyone from smiling. Physicians Mutual offers affordable coverage that can help pay for cleanings and unexpected or expensive procedures you might need, like crowns or dentures. This is real dental insurance, not just a discount plan or for checkups only. There are no deductibles, and there's no annual maximum. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Call or go online today for a free information kit from Physicians Mutual. Get the dental care you need to help you stay healthy. For your free information kit with all the details, call us now or go to sendinfokit.com.
He's here! He's here!
What can I I get you, young man?
Free installation!
Coming right up.
Feldco's biggest sale of the year. Free installation, plus no interest for 1 year.
Free installation on windows, siding, and doors ends soon. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco. Thank you.
Welcome back. We always ask you to share your morning with us. Hopefully yours isn't black.
We have a picture.
There we go. That's what we're looking for. A little pink and blue to wake you up. Mr. Reese was particularly fond of this picture.
Yeah, I told a story before I went out to Colorado a couple weeks ago. I had a dream, and in that dream there was a sunset, and I was like, please turn purple, please turn purple, and it actually never did in the dream, and I was actually quite upset about it. I was telling my friend, I was like, I really wanted that purple sunset. Well, driving through the Black Hills of South Dakota one night, the sun started setting, sky turned red, pink, and before we knew it, it was a dark purple, and this kind of reminds me of that.
The things weather people dream of.
I know.
I'm not dreaming about
I'm not either. My goodness. Mr. Reese and Denise, thank you very much. Send your picture in. Use the hashtag MyNews3Morning. Okay, a 3-year-old in St. Paul, Minnesota, going viral this morning after a pretty wild birthday request.
So Leona asked her parents for a cake that depicted the scene of Mufasa's death in The Lion King.
What?
Mufasa right there on the side of the cake. Simba looking over him. Leona, okay, so she didn't want the circle of life. She wanted this scene that, of course, just been ripping our hearts out since the mid-90s. You know, the kids do request really weird things like this. Mike, you ask our kids, like, what do you want for your birthday cake?
The scene of a death.
Yeah.
Of course.
I hope they don't have, you know, nothing this morbid has come out of their mouths yet. But always really creative stuff. Chris, you learned, though, kind of the motive behind her reasoning here.
On social media, her mom was sharing why she did this, and she wanted everyone else to be sad so that they wouldn't want cake and that the kid would have more for herself.
I think that is so brilliant. That is so good. I'm doing this with my wedding cake.
Come on.
Wouldn't that be great?
Is that the way you want to start out the marriage, Leah?
Yeah, more cake for me. Set that precedent. Like, I get more cake than you, sir.
Okay.
I like it.
You know, you do what you got to do.
All right. We got any time left for lever?
10 seconds.
For weather?
10 seconds. As you head out the door today, leave the sun or grab the sunglasses, leave everything else at home.
All right. We'll be right back, folks. Don't go anywhere.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Habitat for Humanity of Dane County continues building and bringing stability to families through homeownership. As area families experience hardships, Habitat provides a pathway to financial security and independence. Strengthen our community. Support Habitat Dane County.
They say when you come from a small town like us, you do things your own way. That's why US Cellular doesn't have any hidden requirements. So you can get the latest phone with no activation fees, required phone trade-ins, or anything like that. That's all there is to it. Get a Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. The nationwide network built from your town up. US Cellular.
This is the new Ergo Smart Base from Tempur-Pedic, and it responds to snoring automatically. So no more nudging your partner or opting for the couch. Because the Tempur Ergo Smart Base is our first system that detects snoring and automatically adjusts to help reduce it. Your best sleep. All night, every night.
And right now, save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
Looking to update your flooring? Surgenians has you covered. Our experienced salespeople will guide you through the area's largest flooring selection so you can make the best decision. And Surgenians' reliable craftsmen ensure your flooring's installed right. Local, sustainable Surgenians.
You'll hear things like, you're gonna need to see a specialist.
That what you have is serious, like really serious.
And then you meet them, your medical team. With research and clinical trials and new treatments.
With better procedures that lead to better results. Then it hits you, you're gonna be okay.
UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
Do you worry about going to the dentist? Well, relax. The Carefree Dental Card is now available in your area. Call the number on your screen and we'll send your actual card at no cost today. With the Carefree Dental Card, you go to the dentist whenever you need and you instantly pay a lot less. The Carefree Dental Card is just $15.95 a month. So call now and make going to the dentist carefree.
Call 1-800-451-3571 to receive your free Carefree Dental Card information kit.
I was watching my team come from behind when my son says, "Dad, I'm taking a girl to the dance." And I was like, "You can borrow my car, just make sure your shoes are shined and the car is clean." And then I was like, "Hold on, go to Quick Trip and get the Elite Wash." On the day of the dance, my son washed my car and shined his shoes. But he did something on his own accord. My son goes, "Do you think she would like this?" And the Quick Trip lady is like, "You betcha." Kid's got a bright future.
Quick Trip, we got you covered.
It might be cleaning rooms and scrubbing toilets, and that's a challenge for people.
Right now, summer is here, but hotels might not be ready for your family vacation. We'll tell you why.
I don't know about you, but I need to get into the yard and do some work, but not every day is going to be as good as the others. We're telling you why in the First Warn forecast.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for waking up with us after your long weekend. We hope it went well. I'm Leah Linscheid.
And I'm Chris Stanford. Thanks for joining us. So it's the beginning of summer, unofficial kickoff here on June 1st. And while a lot of people are ready to travel for the first time in more than a year, the hotel industry is struggling to fill jobs.
That reality hitting the Wisconsin Dells pretty hard, as you might imagine. On this first big weekend of the summer, the area is operating with at least 2,000 fewer employees than previous years. Nationally, all hotels are struggling to get enough staffing now that more people are traveling again. Some workers say the business can simply just be tough.
I do love the industry, but we all get tired. I'm working, I had 2 days off last month, closing the rooftop bar multiple nights.
Establishments are asking guests to be patient this summer as the industry works through their staffing issues. By the way, if you're looking for work, the Wisconsin Dells has several opportunities. You can head to jobs.wisdells.com.
More local news now. Dane County distributing $1 million in grants among 400 local artists, many of whom have been out of work for the past year. That money is going to benefit more than just them, though. According to an economic survey, Arts in Madison offers a lot more to the economy than the grant money.
Over $250 million goes right back into the local economy through arts and culture.
The Dane County Arts Commission was able to secure the $1 million to help boost artist activity in the county after they were largely out of work this year. 400 artists will receive a $2,500 payment, and at least a third of that money will go to BIPOC artists. More information on the program can be found right now at channel3000.com.
Okay, we want to help you plan your next family vacation right here in Wisconsin. So this month, we're Wandering Wisconsin, celebrating the classic American road trip.
Yeah, a brand new segment we're very excited to kick off today. So we're going to highlight some of Wisconsin's state parks that are easy to get to from the Madison area and some that are sometimes overlooked. So starting with Aztalan State Park outside of Lake Mills this morning, just about 40 miles east of Madison. Aztalan State Park is a great mix of history and nature. Inside the park is one of the most important archaeological sites the state has. It's an ancient Middle Mississippian village dating back to 1000 AD. The people who lived there built large flat-top pyramidal mounds and a stockade around the village. And today there's also hiking, canoeing, and kayaking on the Crawfish River.
Sounds like a destination.
It's beautiful, isn't it? It's one of these places, it's like, yeah, I think I've driven past it 100 times. I've just never stopped and visited. So here's a good reason to. Tomorrow, we are going to check out Mirror Lake State Park. And then on Friday, Josh Sprider will check out a hidden gem in the 608.
So glad to be highlighting some of the gems in our backyard, boosting the state's tourism industry, helping out families looking for a vacation.
It's going to be the summer of road trips, and we're going to give you plenty of options to go check out.
All right, if you're looking for something fun to get the kids involved with this summer, a summer-long youth fishing tournament starts today. Kids 9 through 15 can download an app to keep track of the fish they catch. They'll have to snap a picture and then provide measurements. The fish also have to be caught in Dane County public waters, like Lake Monona. You can find a link to download the app right there on your screen. That is getoutandfish.org.
Chris Reese here now with Madison Certified Most Accurate Forecast. How's it looking out there, Chris?
We've seen a little bit of fog out there this morning. It's now starting to lift and the sun is coming up. Most of this fog, though, has been confined to southern parts of the state. But this is a live look from our station sky camera. That fog moving right in front of us right now. Check out right along the state line and further towards the south and west. That's where visibility is below a mile in a lot of spots. Half a mile for Janesville, a quarter mile for Monroe, same for Platteville. Mineral Point, you have an area where that visibility is down to 0. So take it easy. Give yourself some extra time if you live in those communities because you are running into the fog. Elsewhere, temperatures are comfortable for this time of the morning. 55 for us in Madison, Janesville at 54. A little bit cooler towards the north. 47 in Watoma. Camp Douglas, you are waking up at 46 degrees. You plan out your day. We're going to be warming up to about 77, which is fantastic when it comes to mowing. A lot of us coming off the holiday weekend, it might be time to get out and mow. Today's going to be a great day for it. Low humidity. Thursday is going to be a great day for it. We're going to be a little bit warmer, but we should be all dry. On Tuesday, or Wednesday rather, we could see a few isolated pop-up showers or thunderstorms into the afternoon. Most of Wednesday is dry, but I have it at fair because you may be dodging a couple raindrops. By Friday, we're dry. You can mow. But it's going to be incredibly hot. Temperatures are going to be close to 90. The humidity is going to be up, so it may feel like 95, 96, or 97 if you try to mow by Friday afternoon. That being said, I don't see anything really inhibiting the opportunity to get out and do that lawn work this week. Check out temperatures, though. We really see them ramp up towards the end of the week. Saturday and Sunday, we're in the low 90s. We keep these mid to upper 80s around into parts of next week as well, and our rain chances really aren't all that great. Our best rain chance comes in tomorrow, and even then, that's a slight rain chance. Into Thursday, we do see a rain chance. I believe this is well overdone, but your rain chance is going to be further towards our north on Thursday. Then I'm taking you all the way through Sunday. We are still generally dry, but towards Monday night into Tuesday next week, we'll start to see those rain chances right back on the increase again as temperatures still stay incredibly warm for this time of the year. So not only will it be at 86, but you factor in the humidity, it may feel like 96 as we start to move towards Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week. It's a dry stretch for now. Showers and thunderstorms to come, but it's definitely feeling like summer.
Heat wave?
I wouldn't call it a heat wave
come on.
But it's the first little warm spell of the season.
Warm spell?
Yeah.
That's a heat wave.
That's it.
We get the 100-degree temperatures around here. I'm waiting for one of those. You know?
He's from Houston, so he's got a little different.
Around here, don't you know? It's probably a good old-fashioned heat wave, you know?
Just enough. Geez Louise.
All right. Thanks, Chris.
My pleasure.
The start of June marks the beginning of Pride Month.
To celebrate, Governor Evers will raise the pride flag over the Capitol this morning. This is going to be the 3rd consecutive year the flag has flown over the Capitol. It was first raised back in 2019. The raising ceremony scheduled for 11:30 this morning. Stay tuned for coverage on that. Madison's Pride celebration is scheduled to take virtually this year. In August, Milwaukee's festival was canceled.
And as Pride Month begins, advocates are wanting people to learn more about lesser-known orientations like asexuality. Experts say that asexuality means that you're just not sexually attracted to other people. There are different sub-identities here, too. Some people completely avoid sex, while others have relationships without engaging in sexual acts with a partner. Nathan, an advocate, says that they never felt romantic feelings.
When I was a kid, I used to make up having crushes, and I used to think that everyone else was also making up having crushes.
Experts say 1% of the population currently identifies as asexual, and about 14% of LGBTQ youth describe themselves as asexual.
6:37 now. Let's take a live look outside on your Tuesday morning here in Madison. A little bit of sun peeking through the clouds. Chris Reese won't call it a heat wave, but we will.
Yeah.
It's going to be steamy this week. He'll break it down. Yeah.
So we also have brand new surveillance video this morning from Miami as police search for the shooters who ambushed a concert.
And as we get ready to hit the beach or the lake as our summer's off to a sizzling start this week, we're going to have some ideas for you in keeping your skin safe or in safety protection for your skin. There we go. It's a Tuesday morning after a long weekend. I'm Josh Ryder live in the 608. After this, stay with us.
Health researchers are trying to learn more about diseases like arthritis, cancer, asthma, diabetes, Join the All of Us Research Program to share your health information. With your partnership, they will learn more faster.
Buying your first home is the start of realizing bigger dreams with your family. That's why it's important to protect everything you love with American Family Insurance. Wait, what's that?
It's their dream car.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's actually my dream car. And my little dream tire swing with some dream trees. There'd be a nice dream garden right here, too.
Protect your dream home with American Family Insurance.
Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance.
Milk, milk, milk. Yeah, guzzle milk, drink it all. Make a milk waterfall. Cookie milk, stack it tall. Milk with no rhythm at all. Make you run fast milk. Stay awake in class milk. Pour it by the glass milk. Is that a mustache milk? Boom, ba boom, base milk. Smile in your face milk. Go for the goal before you know you going all the way milk. Milky high, milky hey. I hope you have a milky day. Live your best life milk. You out this world, Milky Way. Put you on the spot milk. Question, got milk? Show us what you got. Hashtag got milk.
Is it possible to fall in love with your home? To get goosebumps in the driveway? Is it possible for your home to withstand nor'easters and help protect you from fire? You feel like home. Is it possible to fall in love with your home before you even step inside?
Discover the world of exterior solutions by James Hardy. Endless colors, textures, and design. It's possible with James Hardy.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Freshen the look of your home with a new find from Habitat Restore Dane County. Get great deals on cabinets, appliances, furniture, and building supplies. Visit Habitat Restore today.
Want to know what the day's weather will be like where you live? Well, that's easy. Just ask me. Here's how. Record a short video on your phone. State your name, where you're from, and simply say,
I'm Sam from Madison. Hey, Chris, plan my day.
Then send it to me by email, and I'll give you a personal forecast right here on News 3 Now this morning. This is your chance to be on TV. So just send me a video and say,
Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris, plan our day.
Plan your day with Chris, only on News 3 Now this morning.
Barb from Middleton, Wisconsin. Hey, Chris, plan my day.
All right, good morning, Barb. Here's how the day's going to shape up for you around Middleton. We're going to see sunshine pretty much all day long. Temperatures are going to be warming up towards 77 degrees. Overall, a fantastic day. Headed out the door, take those sunglasses. You're going to need them, but you can leave the umbrella at home. You can leave that jacket at home. I don't expect any issues out on the roads today. We're looking at Middleton right now. Doppler track is all dry over the Middleton area. Really, that's the case throughout all of southern Wisconsin this morning. We are going to be tracking at least some chances for some showers tomorrow. I'll show you that here in a moment. If you're stepping out the door right now, 55 degrees, so it's comfortable. And as you plan out your boating forecast, if you want to go out and hit the lakes, no issues today. We should be topping out right around 77 degrees. But we do have some storm chances in the picture tomorrow. It's just a stray storm, only a minor chance of rain, but nonetheless it is there. Thursday up north, anyone headed up towards Northwoods, you may encounter a pop-up shower or thunderstorm. And of course, if you want me to plan your day, send in a video, state your name, where you're from, and say, hey, Chris, plan my day, and I will plan out your day personally, just like I did for Barb this morning. But you got to say plan my day. That's going to be a crucial part. Traffic-wise, we're watching that for you this morning. 6:42 now, and we're not seeing any major issues, so that's some good news. The exit ramp at Monona Drive, eastbound from the Beltline, is closed. So if you don't know that, that might trip you up, so I want to make sure everyone's aware of that. Otherwise, no issues out there this morning.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Chris. Memorial Day marked the unofficial start of summer, and now many folks are getting out to enjoy it in the 608.
But as you're looking for some fun in the sun, remember to take care of your skin.
Josh Sprider is live at Esther Beach Park this morning, and he got his skin check. The doctor checked out his skin, and he's live now to tell us how it went. Hey, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, it's that time of the year we all live for here in Wisconsin, but there are a lot of things to remember, and I think we've all been there. We forgot to wear the hat, we forgot to apply the sunscreen, and we were feeling it later that day and the days after. So I recently got a skin check to look for the things that we should be searching for when it comes to our skin. And UW Health dermatologist Dr. Apple Bodemer showed me the importance of getting that regular checkup around 1 to 2 times a year, and also ways to protect ourselves when we're out enjoying the summer life here in Wisconsin. In the past, I've used tanning beds as a way to prevent myself from burning the first time, especially when it comes to going on vacation. Here's how Dr. Bodemer responded to that.
Okay, we're going to put a stop to that.
Okay.
Tanning beds are bad. They are basically unopposed exposure to UVA radiation. UVA and UVB are combined. That's kind of what we see the most of in natural sunlight. And UVB actually gives you a little bit of protection. Not enough to make a big difference. It still increases your risk for skin cancer. But UVA radiation, without that little bit of protection from UVB, really can go deeper into the skin. And even though it's not causing you a burn, it's causing a significant amount of DNA damage. So it's not a great idea. The self-tanners are best if you want to look tan when you get to your destination. And then once you get there, just slowly increasing your exposure over the, a little bit of time so that you're not getting burned is really the key.
So how do we protect ourselves when we're out in the sun here in Wisconsin? Well, the biggest thing is to avoid the sun when possible, and especially that midday sun. Dr. Bodemer says to find shade when possible and also to wear hats. You can see I've got the baseball cap on this morning, but the brimmed hats, what you see, those big fishing hats that my dad used to wear that I used to be embarrassed as a kid, those are the best things to wear to protect your whole head and your face. And of course the sunscreen, and making sure that you have at least 30 SPF sunscreen. I also have special stuff for my face because I tend to break out with some of the sunscreen that is on the shelves at some of the stores. So there are a lot of things to remember, and again, we can't stress this stuff enough because this is just going to protect us in the long run. And tomorrow morning, you're going to hear exactly why you should protect your skin when you're growing up. There was a local woman who battled invasive malignant melanoma, stage 3 a few years ago, and now you're going to hear her warning tomorrow morning. It's quite an emotional story, and I tell you what, between that story and my skin check, there are a lot of things that I have learned, especially as summer kicks off here in Wisconsin, guys.
Yeah, I certainly have tanned in the past too, Josh, when I was in high school, for prom and homecoming. So now I take sunscreen really seriously. When we went out to Utah, I was covering myself in 100 SPF first thing in the morning. But Josh, I only did it once. Did she suggest you have to reapply throughout the day?
Yeah, so this is one of those things that, especially with how much you're going to be using, I'm going to throw one on the ground, we should be using a palmful. So this should be how much that you should be putting on your entire body right there. I'm making a mess of myself this morning. That was a live TV, and I wish that the sun was out. I could do a little sun tanning there this morning, but a palmful, and that should cover your entire body, and you should be doing that multiple times a day, especially if you're going to be in and out of the lake. She actually says every time you get wet, you should be reapplying that sunscreen. So I think that's a lot of things that a lot of us haven't done over the years, where if you put it on, you think it's going to be protecting you the entire day. That is not the case. So now I've got this. I'm going to actually be out here later today, guys. I have a little boat party. There's some people that are actually out here water skiing already this morning. So if I don't come back to the station, this is why.
Rub that stuff in a little bit there, Josh. You're looking good, though.
The white nose.
There you go. That's a little better. Josh.
Better safe than sorry.
Thank you very much.
Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out on social media or email him for a chance to be featured. 6:47 now. Police in Miami this morning are on the hunt for at least 3 people who opened fire at a crowd at a concert venue on Sunday. You're looking at new surveillance video just out showing the moments before the ambush. It shows 3 masked suspects pulling up before they start shooting. 2 people were killed in that shooting, at least 21 others injured. Now, the car you just saw in the surveillance video has been found. They ditched it at the bottom of a canal. 2 rewards totaling about $130,000 are being offered up this morning for information leading to an arrest.
The Brazilian race car driver Helio Castroneves has won 4 Indy 500 races, but he has a new way to celebrate this year. Before the race on Saturday, drivers visited decorated houses to mark the race weekend. Helio liked one family's home so much, he promised if he won, he would return and celebrate with them. True to his word, he showed up Monday afternoon to share his victory with his new friends. Their decorations, by the way, included a mannequin dressed as Helio climbing a fence. You can see right there as a nod to what he does every time he wins.
Yeah. Well, the French Open will continue without one of tennis's biggest stars. Naomi Osaka withdrew from the tournament yesterday after winning in the first round. Ahead of the tournament, she went on social media to announce that she would not be talking to the press during the tournament to help out with their mental health. Well, Osaka was fined $15,000 for not attending a news conference after her win, and the tournament warned her she could be suspended. So instead, Osaka just announced that she would just withdraw from the tournament altogether and take a break from the court. Many athletes, including Serena Williams, have now come forward to offer up support. Well, a man in California is hoping to kayak all the way from the San Francisco Bay to Hawaii.
Quite the feat. Cyril Deramau made his final goodbyes early yesterday morning before heading out on the 2,400-mile trek across the Pacific Ocean. We're hoping it's not his final goodbyes, actually. Let me amend that. A support team escorted him out past the Golden Gate Bridge before he was all by himself. He's hoping to get to Hawaii in 70 days.
70 days all by yourself. That's a pretty tricked out kayak to make the journey, but you know, how would you feel? I mean, like, how long do you normally spend on a kayak? I mean, how long is too long?
I mean, I'd say 2 to 3 hours, like Josh is talking about. As long as I have enough sunscreen, I'll sit out there for a good long afternoon. But mine certainly doesn't look like this. I'm not breaking out an ice cream bar from my fridge or, you know, I don't know, taking a nap in my full bed. My goodness.
Well, we wish him well. That is definitely not the easiest trip or the safest trip to take. So we'll be thinking of this guy.
Sending good vibes.
Journey, yeah. 6:49 now. Coming up in the morning sprint, we'll have an update on the controversial voting bill in Texas.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
My dog wants a yard.
Love it.
And another dog.
Have you looked at houses yet?
Not yet.
But that's good. I learned from Summit that it's better to start with a pre-approval anyway.
Right. Yeah. You can decide how much you're comfortable paying each month and then back into your price range.
Oh, and start putting the difference between your rent and your future mortgage into savings.
With Summit Credit Union, you might be more ready than you think.
I think it's great. Summit helps people build confidence and knowledge to move forward. It's your money. Own it. Summit Credit Union.
Hi, I'm Coach Jordan with Anytime Fitness, and I've got a question for you. What is your fitness goal? Have you been able to reach it? If not, I've got the perfect solution for you. It's our 6-week Summer Transformation Challenge. During the 6 weeks, you'll receive personal training designed for any fitness level, an easy-to-use meal plan for optimal results, and your very own coach to provide you with the accountability you need. Now is the time. Limited spots are available, so stop by Anytime Fitness to reserve yours today.
Do you have a coffee smile? Drinking coffee causes yellow teeth for thousands of people just like you. And whitening toothpaste just doesn't make those stains go away. Introducing Power Swabs, the first teeth whitening system that lifts coffee stains off your teeth in less than 5 minutes without whitening strips or trays.
I've smoked, I've drank coffee, I drink red wine. It makes my teeth darker. It doesn't make me feel good about myself. And using Power Swabs, it's made a difference.
So with the strips I've used in the past, most of them are like, you got to leave it on for 30 minutes, and the whole experience is just not comfortable. But with Power Swabs, I just snapped it open and rubbed it on, and it was good to go.
This didn't sting, it didn't burn, it didn't have an aftertaste. It was just a swab, and I just got to rub it on my teeth, and that was it.
The Secret is a tooth detergent and whitening agent developed by Dr. Martin Ginniker that lifts stains off of your teeth. Power Swabs remove stains on natural teeth, veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns. The best part is you just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you'll have whiter teeth. No more sitting at home with a whitening strip in your mouth for 30 minutes.
I've tried like every over-the-counter whitening because, you know, I'm one of those people that's like obsessed with white teeth. The Power Swabs were so easy to use. I don't have to have strips sitting on my face for an hour. I don't have to have a foam tray where I feel like I'm gonna gag or I'm gonna go play football.
When I use these whitening strips, I noticed when I would drink, I would get this crazy sensitivity. It would go right to my brain, and I'm like, I hate this. So why do I have to go through the monstrosity of this pain just because I want to whiten my teeth? With Power Swabs, there was zero sensitivity.
Show off your white smile this Memorial Day and call for your 5-minute solution. Order Power Swabs and receive 40% off the regular price. Yes, 40% off the regular price. Shipping is free. Plus, you'll receive a free Quick Stick pen. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
Serving you for 26 years. Start your project at fryconstruction.com today.
Welcome back. 6:53, time for the morning sprint.
President Biden will be in Tulsa, Oklahoma today. He'll be there to recognize the Tulsa Race Massacre on its 100th anniversary. Historians say as many as 300 black people were killed on May 31st, 1921. President Biden issued a proclamation yesterday calling for a day of remembrance for those killed in the massacre. A new prayer wall was also introduced in the city just outside of the historic Vernon African Church. The world's largest meat supplier hit with a cybersecurity attack. JBS, which processes beef, pork, and other prepared foods in the U.S., suspended all affected systems. JBS posted on Facebook that there will be no production at the facility in Green Bay today. It didn't say anything about it being connected to the attack, though. The company says the resolution of the incident will take some time and may delay certain transactions with consumers and suppliers.
Take a look at this latest image out of NASA, a snapshot of so-called violent energy at the center of the galaxy, captured in a way humans have never seen before. Astronomers think this center could control energy flow in the Milky Way. Researchers worked on how to see the energy through the fog for about 2 decades, studying it with X-rays instead of just visible light. The result is this image.
In Texas, political fighting over new voting restrictions took a dramatic and unexpected turn overnight on Sunday. Democrats made a last-ditch effort to block passage of it by walking out. Democrats say the bill, one of the strictest in the country, specifically targets minority communities and growing Democratic strongholds. By walking out, they denied the quorum required to hold the vote. The governor now says he'll call a special session.
Starting today, Las Vegas will return to 100% capacity. All performance venues, restaurants, and casinos can welcome tourists into the doors for the first time since the pandemic started. Some businesses say they're struggling to hire enough people, though, so they can operate at full capacity. There are court hearings for 12 people charged in a conspiracy case related to the January 6th Capitol riot. All 12 allegedly took part in the riot with the far-right extremist group, the Oath Keepers. The ongoing probe is the largest against any of the groups who participated in that insurrection.
Breaking overnight, Peru's government more than doubled its estimate of COVID-19 deaths. Peruvian and international experts reviewed and updated the numbers. So the number is now more than 180,000 people dead from COVID in a country of 33 million.
Pretty big surprise for college grads in Ohio this morning. Wilberforce University announcing it will erase all the debt from this year's graduating class. The president of the university says spring and fall 2020 and 21 grads would have all their debt forgiven. That's thanks to a number of scholarship programs at that university.
We are all dry throughout southern Wisconsin this morning. Comfortable, too, as you step out the door. We're at 57 now in Madison. That fog has completely lifted for us. Janesville, you're at 55, 54 in the Dells. Same for our friends over in Platteville this morning. As you plan out your day, we'll top out into the upper 70s. Expect sunshine and low humidity, but the humidity is going to creep up as we go throughout the week. So will the temperatures. We'll be into the low 90s by the time we get you towards the weekend.
Mr. Reese, thank you very much. And thanks for joining us on this Tuesday morning, folks. Have a great day. We'll see you back here tomorrow.